Accounts from incomplete records, sum number 19. Arun carries on hardware business and does not keep his books on double entry basis. The following particulars have been extracted from his books. The given particulars are land and building, stock in trade, debtors, creditors, cash at bank. They had given opening and closing balances for these particulars. Other information for the year ending 31st December 2018 showed the following: wages, carriage outwards, sundry expenses, cash paid to creditors, drawings. They had also given some additional informations and adjustments also. Total sales during the year is 7,70,000. The amount for purchase return is 30,000 and the amount for sales return is 25,000. They had given the adjustment for land and buildings and doubtful debts, which is 5% and rupees 1,500. They had asked to prepare trading and profit and loss account for the year ending 31st December 2018 and a balance sheet as on that date. Note that whether they had given total purchases, purchase return, total sales, sales return, or opening capital in our question. They had given the amount for total sales and sales return, purchase return, but they didn't give the amount of total purchases and opening capital. First, we have to calculate the amount of purchases and opening capital. For the calculation of opening capital, we have to use statement of affairs. And for the calculation of credit purchases, we have to use total creditors account. This is the format for our statement of affairs. The amount for land and buildings, stock, debtors, cash at bank, creditors is given in our question, which are 2,40,000, 1,20,000, 40,000, 50,000 and 30,000. As we are finding the amount for opening capital, so we have to take the amount from opening account. For the calculation of opening capital, we have to add the amount of debit column which is higher than credit column. So the amount of debit column is 4,30,000. We have to balance the same amount in credit column also, which is 4,30,000. For the calculation of opening capital, we have to less 4,30,000 with 50,000, which will gives you 3,80,000. We had found the amount for opening capital. Next, we have to go for total creditors account for the calculation of credit purchases. The amount for opening creditors and closing creditors is 50,000 and 45,000. The amount for cash paid to creditors is 6 lakh. The amount for purchase return is 30,000. For the calculation of credit purchases, we have to add the amount of debit column, which will gives you 6,75,000. We have to balance the same amount in credit column also, which is 6,75,000. Then we have to like 6,75,000 with 50,000, which will gives you 6,25,000. We had found the amount for opening capital and credit purchases. Next, we have to substitute this amount in trading and profit and loss account. Balance sheet. This is the format for our trading and profit and loss account. The amount for opening stock is 1,20,000 and the amount for closing stock is 1,70,000. The amount for credit purchases is 6,25,000. The amount for purchases written is 30,000. Then we have to less 6,25,000 with 30,000, which will gives you 5,95,000. The amount for sales is 7,70,000 and the amount for sales return is 25,000. Then we have to less 7,70,000 with 25,000, which will gives you 7,45,000. The amount for wages is 65,000. Here the credit column is higher than debit column, so the amount of credit column is 9,15,000. And we have to balance the same amount in debit column also, which is 9,15,000. For the calculation of gross profit, we have to less 9,15,000 with 1,20,000, 5,95,000 and 65,000, which will gives you 1,35,000. So the amount of gross profit is 1,35,000. And the next step is we have to brought down the amount of gross profit, which is 1,35,000. The amount for carriage outward is 7,500. The amount for sundry expenses is 28,000. After the calculation of balance sheet, we have to substitute the amount of land and building and doubtful debts. So leave this amount as it is. Next, go for balance sheet. This is the format for our balance sheet. The amount for opening capital is 3,80,000, which we had already found. We don't know the amount of net profit, so leave it as it is. The amount of drawings is 10,000. The amount of creditors is 45,000. As we know that in the calculation of balance sheet, we will use the amount of closing balances. The amount for closing stock and cash in bank is 1,70,000 and 53,000. The amount for debtors is 51,500 and the adjustment is to provide 1,500 for doubtful debts. Then we have to less 51,500 with 1,500, which will gives you 50,000. The amount for land and building is 2,40,000 and we have to depreciate the amount of land and buildings with 5%. Then we have to less 2,40,000 with 12,000, which will gives you 2,28,000. Then for the calculation of net profit, we have to substitute this amount in profit and loss account. The amount for land and buildings is 12,000 and the amount for doubtful debts is 1,500. Now see that credit column is higher than debit column and the amount of credit column is 1,35,000. And we have to balance the same amount in debit column also, which is 1,35,000. For the calculation of net profit, we have to less 1,35,000 with 7,500, 28,000, 12,000 and then 1,500, which will gives you 86,000. Now substitute the amount of net profit in balance sheet. Then add 3,80,000 with 86,000, which will gives you 4,63,000. Then less 4,66,000 with 10,000, which will gives you 4,56,000. Now balance the credit column and debit column, which will gives you the same amount, which is 5,01,000.